Hey folks, I'm attorney Ben Schwartz, and today we've got another viewer question. This is from Ron in Wilmington, Delaware. He wrote in, he said essentially he was asked to sign an LOP for his doctor's office after a car accident. He says, my attorney said it's better than health insurance. What am I being asked to sign, and how can I make sure this is not a situation where the doctor and the lawyer get paid and I do not? And I think this is a wonderful question. LOP stands for Letter of Protection. This is a letter. If you've been injured in a car accident, you're going to a doctor's office or physical therapy office, it's likely, at least in the state of Delaware, it's likely that that medical treatment provider is going to ask you for a letter of protection. A letter of protection is a letter that says that if the provider has unpaid bills, when you get a settlement, you'll pay those unpaid bills out of your settlement. It's a letter that oftentimes you as the patient will be asked to sign. They'll give it to you, or they'll send it to your lawyer. They'll give it to you and tell you to take it to your lawyer, or they'll send it to your lawyer directly and get the lawyer to sign off on it too. And that way the doctor's office can be assured that they get paid out of your settlement for any treatment that they provide you. Yes, it can be better than health insurance for a number of reasons, which I don't want to get into all the reasons in a video format because the video would take all day, but oftentimes we find if our client gets medical treatment and their health insurance pays for it, we have to pay the health insurance back out of the settlement. Oftentimes we have to pay back the health insurance dollar for dollar if it's what is called a federal ERISA, E-R-I-S-A health insurance plan, whereas if we don't have to deal with the health insurance, if we can deal directly with the doctor's office, if we need to ask them to take a reduction, oftentimes they're willing to work with us so that we can put more money in the client's pocket. So it absolutely can be better than health insurance. How do you make sure that it does not create a situation where the lawyer and the doctor get paid and you as the patient, you as the injured person do not? Well, you have to keep an eye on the bills. I tell my clients, when you have issued a letter of protection to a doctor's office, you're a consumer. You want to be a smart consumer. You know that you may have to pay those bills one day when you get your settlement. In my mind, there should be no difference between having to pay the bills now and having to pay the bills one day from a settlement. You should keep an eye on the bills either way. And that way you're being knowledgeable and you're being intelligent and you're making wise treatment decisions. And what you can do before the doctor says, let's pursue this course of treatment or that course of treatment or this therapy or that therapy or this procedure or that procedure, you say, doctor, I've issued a letter of protection. Before I agree to do this, tell me, what is the cost? How much should I expect to be billed for this treatment? Because when I pay you from the settlement, I want to know how much will I be paying you. That's called being informed. I think it's smart to do. You know, when you go to McDonald's, you look up on the menu board and you figure out, what you want to eat. You want chicken nuggets? You want a hamburger? It says right there how much you're going to pay for it. When you go to a medical office or a medical clinic, I don't think it should be any different. You should know what you're going to pay for the treatment that's going to be rendered. So I guess the point of this is, Ron, that's a really good question. I really appreciate you writing in with it. And the point that I want to get across is be an informed consumer of medical treatment, of medical care. I appreciate you sending that question to me. Folks, if you're watching this video and you have a general question, not specific legal advice about a particular case, but a general question about how things work in personal injury cases, car accident cases, slip and fall cases, etc., feel free to send me an email. If I can answer your question in video format, I will. My email address is ben.schwartz@schwartzandschwartz.com. Thanks for watching.